There's so much energy, I know, and
so much enthusiasm.
They might have seen me yawning earlier, so maybe they're trying to compensate. I was like, I swear to God, it won't happen. No, but welcome back. Last time you were here, your kiddo was 1, right?
Yes, he was a little.
He's 3, right?
He's 3 and a half.
Oh my God, what's he into?
He's into. Oh my God, I may or may not. We may not be running a little bit on time because I stopped to film a front end loader on the street that was doing some construction in New York City. So that's what he's into. Big into trucks, construction, Legos, you know, books.
My God, we're into Legos.
He's a big reader. And he's like always working on his vocabulary, which is very cute. And he'll like test out words very bravely without really understanding how to use them. And like the other night we were having dinner and there was a little pause in the conversation. He looks up from his pizza or whatever. I'm not supposed to feed him. And he was like, Mama,
oh my God,
you're the future.
What?
And I was like,
you're the future.
I was like, you definitely don't know what that means, but it was very powerful. And my
or does he?
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is incredible news. And I was like, thank you. And he was like, well, so anyway. And then he just like changed the subject. And I was like, I'm going to take that. I know you don't know what you said totally, but I'm going to take it as gospel.
Oh, filter it as I am the
100%.
future.
I was like, you know what? I kind of am. And I am now. And I'm the future. And I'm... Yeah, anyway, it was just a very profound little thing that he says. But it's,
I love when they use bigger words, too, and they're starting, it's really cute.
He's like, well, that's kind of the age, and also I love the bravery of being like, I'm going to throw this out there and see what happens. And he got a great reaction, so I expect that's going to come back a lot.
I love to impress the first girl at school. He's going to be like, you're the future.
And by the way, what a lie.
What a lie.
I mean, if someone had said that to me in like kindergarten, I'd be like, okay, it's us forever. Like, yeah, that's
down.
I am the future.
Wait, speaking of kiddos, when you were younger, I heard that you did something pretty interesting. 2 guys, and you're on like an apology tour about it.
Well, this came up. So as you mentioned by saying the word podcast many times, I have started a podcast with 2 of my best friends from growing up. And obviously with 2 best friends from childhood, stories come up from that era. We were reminiscing about the clothes that we wore when we were in middle school. And one of my favorite items was this wooden clog from J. Crew. It had like a thick, it was just designed to break your ankle, like as efficiently as possible. And it had this thick wooden sole. And the thing I associate the most with it, this is horrible, and this is a mea culpa, but in 4th grade, I found it amusing to see what happened to the boys in my grade when I kicked them in the balls with that shoe.
Yeah. Just curious, what happened?
It was fascinating because these boys in 4th grade, like the #1 thing as a boy in my school at least was like nothing phases you, nothing's happening. I have a hoodie and no one can see me and just like I'm not here.
I have a hoodie.
And when they got kicked in the balls, suddenly this version of them would emerge that was like nauseous and crying and like a big thing. And I was like, wow, this is like a different side of you that I'm seeing. And they were like, it's not happy, it's not a good side. Stop doing this. And I was like, but is it real? Like, how real is this feeling? I don't have that. I don't have what you have. So I don't know how this is.
You are
like,
incredible.
we have different glands. Like, I don't know. I just have, and anyway, so it was like a couple of them, a couple of times. And every time I would be like, are you really in pain? And they'd be like, yes, I'm throwing up. Like, this hurts. And anyway, so this came up on the podcast.
I love that you would kick them and then, what does it feel like?
Well, because they'd be like down on the ground and be like, so is it like, are you nauseous? Because nausea feels weird. I don't understand the nausea. Tell me more. And they're like, I can't talk. You know. Anyway, so I feel, so all the boys that I went to school with, I am so sorry. I hope it caused no permanent damage. And thank you for informing what I now need as information for the mother of a boy who now possesses those, and to all the future people in Arlo's life, if any of you kick him in the balls, I'm coming for you.
Or they might be his future. You don't know. You're the future.
Right. Never mind.
Well, there's no segue there. We're just gonna catch some commercials. We have someone in the audience to help us out.
Aw.
Hi, Kelly and Allison. I'm Sophia. Allison, I've loved your work ever since Girls. When the show debuted, I was in college and was a massive fan of all the characters, but I was definitely a Shoshana. Now, binging it in my 30s, I can totally relate to Marnie. Stay here. Kelly has more with Allison after this.
We're here with Allison Williams. That was a look at her new movie, Megan 2.0. It's in theaters Friday. Megan is back. What's new?
Megan's back.
Yeah.
So much. I mean, she is as fierce and terrifying as ever. She's a little bit taller. And she's, yeah, I mean, she's just like, I'm trying to talk about her. She's not real, but she feels so real to me. And she is, in a way, actually real, because there is an animatronic Megan that I interact with a lot of my life while we're shooting these movies. So anyway, I just had an out-of-body experience while I was talking to you about that.
No, a lot of people think, I love that you said the animatronics, so my son is obsessed, by the way, with the animatronics, but I think a lot of people thought it was CGI. Like,
No, what's so crazy about making these movies is I'm constantly in a scene across from her, and they're like touching her up before her coverage, and I'm just watching her like move her face while they're like, you know, doing things to it or smearing Vaseline on her eyeballs, which is like really unsettling to watch happen to a humanoid robot. The creepiest times by far are when she's just powered down somewhere. Yeah, there's like a cringe. It's like so you'll be walking like through a part of the soundstage, and then there's like a tent that's a little dark, and you're like, who's in that tent? And you poke your head, because we use tents a lot in our business, which is not intuitive. But anyway, there you go, breaking news. There's a lot of tents. But anyway, in a soundstage, if you walk across the floor, there's just tents, and you open one, and then there she is just in a corner like this.
No.
And it's just scary immediately. She could be doing nothing, and it's just eerie. There's something about her.
That is totally gonna haunt my dreams tonight. Yeah, for sure. Okay, wait, so speaking of scary things, what in like real life, what are some of your fears? Or like irrational fears?
Everything.
I mean, obviously like nothing.
Everything. Everything. You show me.
It's amazing that you're not an action star.
Isn't it crazy? Yeah, exactly. You show me a tableau of what seems to be a serene situation, like a spa retreat or something, and I'll show you all the ways I can die there.
Oh my God, do you think like that?
Yes, I have intrusive, catastrophic thoughts all the time. Literally, I remember I was in therapy a long time ago, and I said to my therapist, I was like, you know, like when you're walking down the street, this is when I lived in New York, and I was like, and you picture yourself being like, attacked from the top of a building. And he was like, what?
No one.
And I was like, yeah, you're like walking along and you picture like, you know, a very personal and planned out attack. No is the answer. And you shouldn't either. And you should be able to just, you know, walk like a person in a place without imagining these like action movies happening to you, I think. So I've come to learn that my brain is just very creative. And now when you merge that with parenthood, let me tell you.
Oh, man, that's a different level of stress.
Let me tell you. Yeah. Yes, and it's kind of, I'm learning a lot about this as a mom because I watch his mind move on from a certain task, and it makes me realize, like, he'll be putting a cup down really carefully, and he'll be like, see, Mama, I'm putting it down really carefully, looking at me, and then he'll spill it and miss it, and he'll say, and I'm like, but that's very interesting because this story began happily. Oh.
Oh my God,
he's not right. That
was amazing. I just love, you never know what will happen in this building. No segue there either.
No.
Okay, so wait, we started talking about It's Landlines, right? The podcast,
yes.
And you started, when did you start that and why did y'all start that?
We started it last year and we recorded all the
we're just like, continue the interview.
And we're like, anyway, in a world where Jimmy Fallon didn't just walk in here looking like that. By the way, I was like, how funny would it be if I was like, who was that? Are you okay?
Stranger danger.
They are just letting anyone in here. Oh my God. You need better security. I started this show because when I got pregnant, I started a group chat with my friends from growing up that was very focused on baby troubleshooting. And so I found that my friends were like my lifeline or landline, so to speak. And so then 2 of them have particular expertise that I found myself drawing on a lot. One of them is an early childhood educator, and so she literally taught kids forever and is an expert in it. And the other one is a therapist who worked with kids for a long time. I mean, we talk about all kinds of things, not just being parents. We talk about like aging and hormones and Botox and
life,
life, everything, all of it. So it's also just, you looked at my forehead. There's Botox in there.
And I went, oh, and it doesn't look. I see a little bit of a line, so I didn't know if you did or not.
My favorite, the funniest story I have about Botox is that right after I had Arlo and was done breastfeeding was also the time when like all the stuff about human facial emotion books are coming into his life, and it's like, this is what angry looks like. This is what sad looks like. And it was right after I finished breastfeeding, and I finally was like, oh, finally I can get Botox again. I've hated this, all of these like very human, beautiful signs of getting older on my face. I have whatever. I wanted it all to just chill out for a little while. So I got the Botox, and he's like, Mama's sad. And I was like, uh-oh. It's all gonna look the same.
One look.
And I was like, and he was like, Mama, angry? And I was like, I was like, I'm gonna have to make sounds to accompany these. I don't do it when I'm filming because I think it's weird if I can't make all these faces when I'm doing a character who has to be sad or angry or concerned.
I was waiting for you to look at mine. I definitely haven't. I'm afraid of
Me too. I'm afraid of stuff too, which is why my vanity is so powerful that it can overpower.
Yeah. It's strong.
Impressive. The force is very, very strong with me. Anyway, so it's just like 3 people who've known each other since they were 5 and younger talking, and so you end up talking about everything that we're going through at this stage of life.
You're hilarious. You're like one of my favorite humans on planet Earth.
So nice.
Welcome back, Allison Williams is still hanging out with us. Her new movie is called Megan 2.0. In it, a robot built on artificial intelligence threatens humanity. One thing AI is already threatening in real life is our ability to spell words on our own. So we have to correct you, which means it's time for America's 2nd or 3rd favorite spelling competition. This is Kelly Spellies. Kelly Spellies. Well done. Here to host, she is a writer and on-air personality for Late Night with Seth Meyers and a team captain on CNN's Have I Got News for You. All episodes are available on HBO Max. Give it up for Amber Ruffin. It's good to see you. How are all the shows?
Late Night, great. Have I Got News for You? Great. Kelly Clarkson, outstanding.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I like that answer. Were you good at spelling when you were young?
This is what happened. When I was in 5th grade, I was a lock to win the whole school spelling bee.
Oh.
And I got downstairs, and my word was diamond, and I spelled it D-Y-M-O-N-D because that's the name of my best friend.
So you didn't lose? That was winning, really, you know?
I won.
Friendship.
I still love her.
That's so beautiful. Well, you now have complete control.
Okay.
There you go.
Hello, welcome to the Amber Ruffin Show. Just kidding. First, let's meet Allison's and Kelly's teammates. They are 2 former Scripps National Spelling Bee competitors. First up is Krisha. Woo! Krisha is 10 years old, and she's spelling out of Albany, New York. She'll be on Team Allison. Welcome, Krisha.
All right.
We also have Jay.
Woo! Yeah! We're gonna crush it! Woo! Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready.
Jay is the New York City Scripps Spelling Bee champion this year. You guys, here's how this will work. One person will spell at a time. I can help you out by providing the part of speech, definition, language, or the origin of the word. Not to brag, I can also use it in a sentence. Krisha and Jay will spell words that they might get at a spelling bee. Meanwhile, Kelly and Allison will spell names of celebrities that are almost impossible. The winning team will receive $5,000 for new books for the student, courtesy of Scholastic.
Yes, all right.
Okay. Krisha, you're first. Step up to the mark. Krisha, here's your first word. It's Jabberwocky.
Can I have the definition, please?
The definition is meaningless speech, writing, or patter gibberish.
Jabberwocky. J A B B E R W O C K E Y. Jabberwocky.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I thought
that
was right.
incorrect. What we were looking for was Jabberwocky. Jabberwocky.
Oh,
and I don't think you have anything bad to feel about. The word is gibberish itself. All right. Next up, we've got Jay. Jay,
Hello.
please step up to the mark. How you doing?
I'm good.
Oh my gosh, you're so cute. I can't live like this. Your word is mollycoddle.
Mollycoddle, may I have all the information, please?
All of the information?
Yes, please.
I heard that. Okay. Jay said.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
You sure can. Mollycoddle is a verb. Its definition is to treat with fond indulgence, to pamper or spoil. Its language of origin. Okay, this word is from an English name plus a word that is perhaps an alliteration of a word that went from Latin to French to English. That means something to you. It does not to me. Here it is in a sentence. Not wanting to mollycoddle her chihuahua too much, Madge only bought the dog 2 diamond-studded bows instead of 5.
Mollycoddle. MOLLYCODDLE. Mollycoddle.
Yeah!
That is
Jay! Yeah! Woo! All right. All right.
I'm gonna do this.
It's dangerously cute in here.
I'm gonna do this.
All right, Allison, you're up.
Okay.
I
I
want to
got
see.
this?
Yes.
Okay, thank
Okay,
you.
good job encouraging her.
Thank you.
Allison,
Okay. Yes.
your celebrity name is Kaluuya.
Aw. Can you give me all
What?
the information about it?
The definition.
Daniel Kaluuya. I just want to hear about him.
Well, he's cute. The definition is he's an Oscar-winning English actor. The language of origin is Ugandan. Here's Kaluuya in a sentence. Daniel Kaluuya starred in the film Get Out alongside Allison Williams.
Kaluuya. K-A-L-U. Wait. Oh my God, this is so much harder. K-A-L-U-U-Y-A. Kaluuya.
That is.
Good job.
For sure would not have gotten
I
that.
have written that name 1,000 times, but when you're up at the line and the pressure is on,
Yeah.
and you're doing the hand spelling,
Whatever, you did it.
Kelly, it's your turn. Your celebrity name is Buscemi.
Can you tell me the origin?
Yes. The language of origin is Italian.
Buscemi. B. U. Buscemi. S. C-H? Buscemi. E-M-E.
I'm sorry. Valiant effort.
I have no idea, obviously.
What we were looking for is B-U-S-C-E-M-I, Buscemi.
Yeah. All right, we are halfway through this year's Kelly Spellies. I'm failing, and it's still anyone's game, though, because of Jay. We'll find out who wins after this break.
Welcome back to the Kelly Clarkson Show. I'm your Kelly Spellies host, Amber Ruffin. AMBERRUFFIN.
Oh, my God.
Amber Ruffin.
Nice.
Thank you. Right now, we are locked in battle for this year's championship. $5,000 in books from Scholastic is on the line. The score is Krisha and Allison Williams, 1 point. Jay and Kelly Clarkson, 1 point.
Thank you, Jay.
Krisha, you're up one more time.
Woohoo!
Your word is arctophile.
Could you repeat the word again, please?
Arctophile.
Could I have the definition, please?
The definition is a person who likes or collects teddy bears.
Arctophile. A-R-C-T-I-F-I-L-E. Arctophile.
I'm sorry, but what we were looking for was ARCTOPHILE. Even though I did pronounce it arctophile, I feel a little bit guilty. But then I look at your smiling face and I feel better. All right, next up.
Hello.
Jay, you guys are so cute. I'm just not used to this. Jay, it's your turn again. Are you ready to hear your word?
Yeah.
Your word is piccalilli.
Piccalilli. May I have all the information, please?
Yes, piccalilli. The part of speech is a noun. The definition, a relish of chopped vegetables and pungent spices. The language of origin, this word is from a word that probably went from Dutch to English under the influence of another word that passed from Latin to Spanish. I mean, what could that possibly mean to you? Here it is in a sentence. Wanda put a dab of piccalilli in her tuna salad.
Can you repeat the word again?
Mm-hmm. Piccalilli.
Piccalilli. Okay, here goes. Piccalilli. Piccalilli.
I'm sorry. What we were looking for is PICCALLILLI. A series of impossible letters.
Gosh.
All right, next up, we've got Allison.
That means it comes down to us? Oh, I'm going to give you $5,000, buddy. You just don't worry about it. I got you. I got you. I can't spell, but I got money.
And you know
I am going to bring this team down. No.
Your celebrity name is Chalamet.
Okay. Chalamet. C-H-A-L-A-M-E-T. Chalamet.
I got you. I got you. Like when I fail, I got you. Yeah, for sure.
Your celebrity name is Joaquin.
Oh.
Joaquin, like Phoenix? Joaquin Phoenix? Okay, so I'm going to say J. O-A. No. Joaquin. Q? No. Okay, J-O-A-Q. Joaquin. Q-I-N. I don't know.
So close. The correct answer is Joaquin. Joaquin.
I'm really taking it. I didn't even know it was that close.
That means the winner of the 4th annual Kelly Spellies is Krisha and Allison.
Oh, man. Well done, ma'am. Well done, ma'am. Well done. All right, but there are no losers in Kelly Spellies because I will not let you down, man. In order to help you build your home libraries with more books and back-to-school supplies, I'm now worried about every word I'm saying, Scholastic is giving you each $5,000. So congratulations. Absolutely, thank you. You can